Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. In today's vlog, I'm going to show you how to use bamboo steamer baskets with a Tatung cooker. Keep watching as I'm going to take you along with me to the opening of llbean's first store in downtown Toronto, as well as the opening of a Simon's department store in downtown Toronto as well. What you see here is a 23 centimeter bamboo steamer basket, and it fits my 6-cup Tatung cooker exactly. Steamer bamboo baskets are readily available, and the trick is to measure your Tatung to make sure that the dimensions of the basket will fit on top of your Tatung cooker. You will also need liners for your steamer baskets, such as parchment paper liners. If you prefer a reusable option, I have here some Japanese cotton muslin cloths, which can be used as a steamer basket liner. If you can't find any type of liner that will work for your steamer baskets, then in a pinch, cabbage leaves or something similar will work. Because these steamer baskets are made of a natural material, it's important to condition them before first use. So I soaked them in a tub of water for approximately 20 minutes. The next thing I did was to place the baskets on my Tatung cooker with some water in the inner pot, and then turn it on and steam the baskets without any food inside to again help condition the fibers. If for some reason you have the steamer baskets but are missing the lid, then no worries. The lid for the 6-cup Tatung cooker fits the 23 centimeter steamer basket perfectly. I also have on display here some parchment paper liners. As you can see, they have holes in them, and the reason for this is not just to let the steam pass through, but to absorb any stains or odors from the food. Next, you're going to use a Tatung measuring cup and not a measuring cup that you would use in regular cooking or baking, in order to put some water in the inner pot. Then you're going to turn the switch to the on position and a red light will come on, and you also have to depress the little lever, otherwise it won't go into cooking mode. And then you're going to see that it's going to click over to the warm cycle after about 20 to 25 minutes. I used 2 cups of water, and you want to gauge how much water you're going to need depending on how much you're steaming. So it took well over 25 minutes because I wanted to make sure that all the food got steamed thoroughly. So I wanted to show you what was inside that banana leaf package, and it's zongzi, which is a banana leaf package of sticky rice and soy sauce, ground meat, as well as mushrooms. And I also steamed various dumplings such as hagao and shumai, which is beef and shrimp dumplings, and everything turned out wonderfully and was so delicious. Even though my focus thus far has been to show you how to use a steamer basket with a Tatung cooker, if you don't have a Tatung cooker, then no worries, you can still use a wok with your steamer basket. I have here a Tatung steamer rack, which I've placed inside a wok. I've also got a Tatung measuring cup so that you can see that it's different from a standard measuring cup. And the whole point of using a steamer rack is to elevate the basket so that it's not touching the bottom or sides of the wok so that it doesn't get burned. There are all sorts of steamer racks available on the market. Here I have a steamer rack that I got from Muji, and as you can see, it has many concentric rings to fit different sizes of steamer baskets, and I've placed it over a Japanese pot. So even if you don't have a wok, you can still use a pot. Always moisten your steamer baskets for 3 to 5 minutes before use. Wash them without soap and make sure they are thoroughly dry before storage, otherwise they'll get moldy. As promised, I want to take you with me to the opening of Toronto's very first llbean store, so let's go in. Many years ago, I remember drooling over the llbean catalogs. Unfortunately, with the customs and shipping and the very poor exchange rate, the most I could do was look at the photos in the catalog and dream about one day being able to shop at an llbean store. So it's just so exciting to be able to finally step foot inside an llbean. There is a very large llbean store out in Oakville, which is about a 40-minute drive outside of Toronto, but it's such a faff for me to get to it that I never bothered to go in. So this particular store, as you can see, it has quite a lot of inventory, such as their famous moccasins and shoes, as well as their famous jackets and flannel wear. Another item from llbean that has been on my wish list for many a long year is their iconic barn jacket, which you see here. Let me know in the comments if you are an llbean fan and if you see anything here that catches your fancy. I noticed that they do have a small selection of housewares such as bed sheets and duvets, and they also have a pretty good selection of things for pets as well. Next, I want to take you to the opening of Simon's in downtown Toronto at Eaton Centre.
Creativity and the family spirit that makes it all possible. This is more than just a place to shop, it's a place where individuality thrives, where connections are made, and where shared values shine through. Thank you all for being here today, for being part of the Simons family, and for helping us carry out our vision forward into the future. Thank you, Toronto. Merci beaucoup, Toronto.
Guys, good create the room. Thank you.
It's time, guys. It's time. We're going to do a ribbon cutting right now, and then it's going to be officially open to everyone to go shopping. I'm so excited. I love to shop. Okay, I am going to ask Mr. James Amberlin and Gary Craig to come up on stage to do the ribbon cutting, as well as the Simons family, and everyone can join me on this small stage. Right there you go. We do have scissors for you. We've tested them out. They should work. Right after this, you are welcome to walk into the store. Are we ready? Here we go.
In a previous vlog, I took you along with me to the opening of Simon's at Yorkdale Mall. However, getting to Yorkdale Mall involves taking a train and multiple transfers out of the city. So I was so thrilled when Simon's opened up a downtown location. It's positioned in the old Nordstrom store in Eaton Centre, and this Simon's covers 3 floors instead of 2 floors at Yorkdale Mall. So as you can see, they have a great deal more inventory because they have a larger footprint. Women's clothing is on the main level and accessories and shoes are on the second level. I really don't recall seeing a women's shoe department at the Simons at Yorkdale Mall, but maybe it's because the women's shoes are more noticeable at this location because they're right by the escalator. This Simons has a very large men's department which is located up on the 3rd floor. I also wanted to note that Simons is a French Quebecois company, and so they carry a lot of French and European brands. Some of these European brands use the European sizing system, such as size 36, 38, 40, and so on, and the same holds true for some of the European shoe brands, so they use size 40 and 42 instead of sizes 6, 7, and 8. So it's a really good idea if you're able to go in store and try on the item that you're interested in, especially if you're unfamiliar as to what your size is in the European sizing system. Another thing that I noticed at this store, which I don't recall seeing at the Yorkdale store, was store branded merchandise such as baseball caps, sweatshirts, tote bags, and umbrellas. Another difference that I noticed with this store versus the one at Yorkdale is the prevalence of high-end luxury items such as Marimekko and self-portrait. On opening day, Simons showcased a number of small local businesses which had small booths set up around the store, and that was a really great thing to see. For example, this particular booth was giving away samples of jellies that were infused with different types of beer. Simons doesn't carry makeup or skincare, so it was really fun to come across this particular small business booth which had a focus on skincare. I also noticed that this Simons had a very good selection of high-end luxury handbags and other leather goods. It feels so wonderful to see a Canadian business doing well. There was live art at the front of the store too. So now I'm back home and I wanted to show you what I picked up at Simons. The only thing that I picked up was this little hair elastic with a tartan detail, and it reminded me so much of fall and the crisp, cool weather. So thank you so much for watching. I wanted to leave you with a couple of photographs of Toronto Harbourfront. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that notification bell. It really helps my channel.